All right, hey guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. I miss you. I think about you and pray about you a lot. I hope my videos are helping out with all the stuff that we're doing. So right now we're kind of in the middle of 6.4 and 6.5. We will be taking a quiz on that. It's going to be a PDF coming out pretty soon. Please, I'm trusting that you guys will do this on your own and that you won't share answers, but that's up to you. Okay, so I wanted to go over some of these homework questions from 6.5 because I got quite a bit. So I'm going to be doing in this video, walking through 19, 21, 23, 41, 43, and 53. All right, and please feel free to ask me any questions through Canvas. It's great. So I'm going to take a picture here. Just let me see if I can do this. And all right, so here's the picture that I just took. And I've already worked them all out for you because I didn't want to do that on here too much. My writing looks like a fourth grade boy's writing. No offense, boys. So let's go through them. Here we go. Number 19. So for number 19, you need to find the symmetry. Now, in the book, there was a symmetry test. And I used to teach that, but it's hard, and so I've gotten rid of it. So we're just going to look at the graph to see the symmetry there. So you go to your graphing calculator, you make sure that you are in polar graphing, okay? Here, let me try this now. Guys, I'm getting good at this stuff, and then watch, I'm gonna mess up. So here I am at my table in my house. Say hi. There's Kyle and Jack. And I'm working on all this stuff. Here's all my stuff over here. It's raining today, it's Sunday. I know, I'm doing work on the Lord's Day, sorry. But so here's the graph. So you go to y equals, and you make sure that you are in degree mode, that's really important, and polar mode. So we go to y equals, and let's just go ahead and put this first one in. 3 divided by parentheses, 1 plus sine theta, close the parentheses twice. So can you see that? All right, now I'm going to hit zoom 6. And when I do, it graphs boring. Okay, it's a little boring on this one, but we can see the symmetry right here. It's just over the y-axis, and that's all they're asking for. All right, so let me put that to the side there. Okay, so just graph it. Here's the graph right here. I drew a picture of it. I don't think it asked you to draw a picture, but you know, I'm trying to explain this to you guys. So it's symmetric over the y-axis. All right, so that's that one. Oopsie. Just when I said I was getting good at these, huh? Let's move that up there. All right, so let's go on to the next one now. So the next one is to graph r equals 2 plus 3 cosine theta. Now, what you want to do is you want to use the trace feature on your calculator. So let me try to show you that on the calculator again. I'll take another little video of this. All right, so here we are. We're going to, we're going to graph, which one's this one? 2 plus 3 cosine theta. All right, and then just hit graph. How can I get that glare out of there? I don't know. Maybe if I hold it up. There it is. All right, so let me show you a really cool feature. I don't know if that was on my other video, but if you go to Format, which is second zoom, you can change from, you're probably in rectangular coordinates, because that's what we normally do, over to polar coordinates. And then if you go back to graph, oh shoot, I wasn't recording. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, so here it all is. So the graph, I went y equals, graphed it, go to Format, change it over to polar graphing, and then there it is. So when you go ahead and you hit trace, right there is my maximum R value. It's 5, and it's at theta equals 0. And if you just arrow around this whole thing, it's really cool because it will kind of stop at the good points, like R equals -1. That's the smallest R value that happens to be at 180 degrees. And then you just keep arrowing all the way around until it's back there. Okay, we're only going to go around once. We're not going to go around a whole bunch of times like the book does. Okay, so I'll move that one over here somewhere. All right, so basically what we have is our maximum R value was right there, and it occurred at theta equals 0. All right, 23 was a little trickier, but if you go back and you do this now, you will see that when you graph this thing, and you kind of watch them graph, it's kind of cool too, but this is the maximum R value occurring at 0 degrees. This, they say, is a maximum R because remember, maximum R's happen at when they're negative also. So I don't know how much I would mark off for that. Probably not, but that's another maximum R. So the R is happening at 0, 60, and at 120. So all of those. 41 is kind of a fun one. If you want to try this one again, you have to change your window. So you will not be quizzed on this one, okay? But if you wanted to graph something kind of fun, whatever, if you're bored, I don't know, you would go ahead and change your window, and then it goes around, 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 around. It's kind of fun. All right, then we had 43. Let me go ahead and snap a picture of these ones now, because I worked these ones out too. Use photo. Done. All right, so for 43, you have to actually graph two things. So you have to graph R, every time, I do that every time. You have to graph R1 and R2 with the plus square root, so you're taking the square root of this guy, but you need to take the plus and minus square root, like that. So when you graph it, it's going to graph part of it, and then if you graph the other one, it graphs the other part. I do not ask you to do domain and range on this. Okay, it's pretty complicated, and we're just not going to do it. Not because, you know, of the coronavirus, but just because of in general. And then it is symmetric over the origin, symmetric there. It has a maximum R value at 45 degrees up here, and then you got to switch over to the other one, and it has a maximum R at 1. Now remember, maximum R is how far radius I'm out, and so we're out a distance of only 1 here and there, no matter if it's positive or negative. Okay, and finally the last one, number 53. Yes, it is so cute, isn't it? It's super cute. When you graph this, it's got a little 2 big petals and then some little smaller petals in the middle. And, oh, I have bad news. We're not going to do the project this year. Arrgh. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to have you guys have to do that at home, so I just got rid of it. And the good news is, though, we will not be taking a test on Chapter 6. We will on the rest of it, though. But Chapter 6 is just too hard to take tests on. So just a quiz on 6.4 and 6.5. 6.6 we will learn because you do need it. But anyways, okay. So when you go to graph this guy right here, you're going to put in this into your calculator. Because remember, sine squared of 2 theta is sine of 2 theta squared. And your calculator is going to give you a parenthesis. You have to close that, close the other parenthesis, and you will get this cute little thing. It has a maximum value of R value of 3 that occurs at 45. If you trace it, it'll follow the whole thing around. And then it's symmetric over the origin. All right, thanks you guys. This has been really fun. All right, bye.